Hello everybody, this is Eric. It's 6:32 on Thursday, March 16th, 2017. I'm heading to work right now at UPMC Hamot, and it's going to be a 12-hour shift. So I'm going to show you the ride, at least one route that I take. I can take a couple different routes. This is Lake Pleasant Road, and I don't know how well this video is showing at this time of the day, but you can see Lake Erie on the horizon. Not a lot of contrast with the way that the sun is shining towards sunset now. And now Lake Erie is now dipping below the tree line. Might get a better shot of the lake as we move a couple miles here down the road. About to go over Interstate 90 here in a few seconds. So this is actually the Snowbelt area. We just had a storm a couple days ago, dumped a few inches of snow, going over Lake, or I'm not going over Lake Erie, going over Interstate 90 right now. And just talk about the storm a little bit. Nothing too extraordinary for northwestern Pennsylvania. Schools were either delayed or closed, some of them, not all of them. But as you can see, in March, it takes only about a day for the roads to get clear again. Let's see, sunset's in about a little less than an hour. So I've been waiting until the time change to make this kind of a video. There's another view of the lake, but again, I don't know if it's a good contrast with the sky. There are some days when it's very obvious that you're looking at the lake. Now again, it's below the tree line. Okay, the ways that I go to work, I would turn left at this road Arbuckle right here, but I'm going to keep going straight on Lake Pleasant. I'm going to take it all the way to Pine Avenue, then turn left. Now where I live is in Green Township. We are currently in Mill Creek Township, pretty much in the Bell Valley area of Mill Creek Township, sometimes referred to as the other Mill Creek. The western Mill Creek Township usually seems to be a little bit more well-known, I guess, regarded a little bit more as the true Mill Creek. And again, maybe now we might get another shot of the lake here as we are approaching the city limits. That might be able to see the lake with that shot. I mean, that's a really pretty shot there. This intersection here, coming up with East Grandview Boulevard, is the city limits. So now I am in the city of Erie. And I believe it's about 7 miles that I travel to get to UPMC Hamot. I'll have to pay a little more attention to that. I take it for granted the distance that I travel. Okay, at this intersection coming up here, we'll be turning left. This is Pine Avenue coming up. This is a bit of a tricky intersection because Pine Avenue does not have a stop sign. like Pleasant Road does, and so it's a little bit of an exercise in patience with traffic going either way on Pine Avenue. Sometimes you have to wait a little while, sometimes people turn, which a couple cars did turn south on Lake Pleasant, so actually it wasn't too bad. Okay, might be showing the sun a little bit now because I'm now moving more in a northwesterly direction. You can see my windshield's really dirty. I probably should have cleaned that before I started the video, but again, this is a work in progress. I don't know if I will share this video or not. We'll see how it turns out. This is 38th Street, 38th and Pine Avenue. This is on the east side of Erie. UPMC Hamot is it goes pretty much from east to west, Holland Street to State Street, and pretty much from the Bayfront to 3rd Street. So it's quite a large campus. There's the main hospital, there's the women's hospital, there's the Heart Institute, and even across State Street, there's the surgery center, which I think probably gets forgotten as part of the campus sometimes because it's a smaller building. The other three that I mentioned before, they're actually dedicated hospitals themselves. About 5 stories. Well, the UPMC Hamot's an 8-story building. 10 if you count the, actually 11 I think, if you count the ground floor, the basement, and the sub-basement. Because again, UPMC Hamot is along the bluff, along the Bayfront Parkway. So when you're in the sub-basement, you might think you're underground, which probably you really are, but one side you can walk out and you're right where the Bayfront Parkway is. Okay, now this is the end of Pine Avenue. Pine Avenue now turns into Parade Street. Parade Street is Erie's original main street, way back when, probably a couple hundred years ago. Not a really bad part of town. Looks a little rough in spots, but there's been some revitalization here and there. We'll see it a little bit more as we get past a couple of these traffic lights coming up. The next traffic light is 21st and Parade Street. There's just a slight view of the lake there, not really a big view. You'd have to know what you're looking at to realize that you're looking at the lake. Probably in this video you can see that there's a gas station to the right. That's a new business, fairly new business, the last couple of years. Can't really remember what was there before. It was torn down, but this is now 18th and Parade. I'm doing pretty good for time. It's 6:41. Should be at the parking garage probably within about 9 minutes. I can get some good traffic lights, green lights, but it seems like I always hit the red lights. Alright, this is an underpass of railroad tracks, CNS, or CSX, I should say, and Burlington Northern Santa Fe, I believe. I'm not 100% positive about that. The railroads have changed over the years. I'm sure people that I know, other people would be able to tell me that for sure, which tracks those are, but I believe CSX is certainly one of the railroads. Okay, more a commercial district for Parade Street. This is a good intersection to get through. This is 12th Street. 12th is one of the main east-west arteries through the city. And now pretty much there will be a traffic light almost at every intersection from this point on, with the exception, I guess, of 7th Street and 9th Street. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of a detour. Usually I would go to 6th Street and then turn west, but this is 9th Street, one-way street heading west. And the reason I'm turning this way is because this street does terminate here in a couple of blocks, because it runs right into UPMC Park, which is the former Gerrywood Park, the baseball field. The baseball season starts, I think, in 3 weeks. So Thursday, April 6th. So you can, if you know, again, what you're looking at, that's the baseball field. Of course, 9th Street, before this was built, used to continue, but they had to close it so that they could make the ballpark. And adjoining UPMC Park is Erie Insurance Arena. Certainly another favorite place of mine, anybody who knows me, certainly. Passing by the Erie Otters offices. That's the reason why I go to Erie Insurance Arena quite a bit for the hockey team. Their regular season is coming to an end on Saturday the 18th. Extremely good news is that for the 4th season in a row, they are going into the playoffs. And as of tonight, they are in first place, so it means they would have home ice advantage. And they do have to win their last 2 games to maintain that status, so that is to be determined. However, they are in the playoffs, and hopefully they go all the way. But again, that is to be determined. And we will see how that goes. If the Otters do win the championship, then the playoffs go all the way until the middle of May. So right now we're at the middle of March, and so there could still be 2 more months of hockey potentially. And like I said, the baseball season starts on April 6th, which hopefully April 6th at least will be dry. I don't know for sure. It'd be great if it was dry. We can deal with cold because you can always bundle up. But if it rains or snows, then that just makes things more miserable. Alright, so we're on 3rd Street right now, heading towards 3rd and French. So this is pretty much the southern edge of the UPMC campus. I'm going to be heading into the parking ramp here, coming up just on the other side of this intersection where that white car just turned in. I'm going to go right in behind them and go in. Now they're getting a ticket, I should say. I have a card that I just swipe, so I need to get that out. So I just swipe the card, the gate goes up. Alright, it'll be interesting to see what this part of the video looks like in contrast to the driving that I just did before I got to the parking ramp. lighting and all that. That noise that you're hearing is I don't have my seatbelt on, so my Jeep is letting me know that I don't have my seatbelt on, and it wants me to put my seatbelt on, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep going around and around. I need to park on the 4th level or above, otherwise I will get a ticket. They come around at 10 p.m. when the ramp closes, and if you are below the 4th level, you get a ticket, $10. So I'm actually going to go and see what's on the 5th level. See if there's an acceptable spot on the 5th level. Jeep still isn't happy that I don't have my seatbelt on. Looks pretty full up here, so I then go down to level 4, which I probably will do. I end up generally going down there anyways. Parking in one of the handicap spots. I did see there were one of those available, but I'm a creature of habit, and I like to try and get on the 5th level. But it's pretty full tonight, so we're heading back down to the 4th level. And again, in this parking ramp, you have to be really careful, especially on this incline or decline on every level, because people are going either way. Sometimes people don't watch what they're doing. Okay. So that spot right ahead of us, I'm just going to pull right in. It's right next to the elevator, so I can't get any better. All right, handicap spot. And I'm going to put the handicap tag. Oh, well, there we go. I guess I cleaned the windows a little bit for you. All right. So that's going to end the journey here today. I'm interested to see how this video turned out. Looks like it turned out to be about a 17.5-minute video. So everybody, let's have a good night. Bye.